You're 14 or so when the war starts.
Yeah.
13, 14, so well aware of what's going on. Did your parents, when the war comes along, 41, are they down in Manila at this time, or where?
Yes, we had lived in Bontoc, and then when we came back from the States, we were assigned to Iloilo, which is on Panay Island. And we were there 5 years and then transferred to Manila.
Where were y'all living?
We were on 1130 D Dakota Street, which is southern part of Manila at the time the war broke.
Now, in the year before the war breaks out, everybody's starting to wonder, because of the Japanese pushing French into China and everything. Do you remember your parents being worried about things?
They were sort of concerned about it. Yeah,
but you can remember that at the time of conversations about that.
Oh, yeah, we knew all that was going on in China and everywhere
because of Nanking, you think, mainly, especially?
Well, we were very aware of what had happened in China.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Because of the large Chinese community, for one reason.
Now, how about your parents? Do they mix with the American crowd in Manila, or do they mix with...
Both.
Both, okay.
Yeah.
Are they big in the social circuit, you think?
Yeah. My dad belonged to the Masonic Lodge there, and the Rotary Club. The Rotary Club included everybody. He was active Rotarian. My mother belonged to the several women's groups. They included both Filipinos and American and Spanish.
So when the coordinating committee is getting together and they're starting to think about should war come, do you think your dad was well tuned in, with what they were doing?
I'm sure he was, because he knew all the men.
Right.
But
did he ever try?
I don't remember discussion about it at home. Of course, the embassy there, the High Commissioner's office, was actively
dispelling. Yeah. Do you think did he ever try to maybe leave and have the High Commissioner's dispel?
If he did, I didn't know about it.
Okay.
I know my best friend's father did.
And they were told specifically, don't.
They were refused passports.
Oh, they were actually refusing them passports. Well, coming along to December, Pearl, Cavite, Clark, got to be a big shock to everybody.
We found out about the bombing of Pearl Harbor really, really early Monday morning, because one of my dad's school teachers' son was in the Navy, and he was stationed over there. And they had gotten the word over the radio, and he called his mother, and his mother called my dad. I don't know what time it was, but it was dark. It was very early, so we knew about it then. And we still went to school because my dad hadn't gotten any orders what to do with the school. So, and then during that morning at school is when it was publicly.
And then they got the word about Clark, and then a couple of days later, Cavite. Now, do you remember anything like planes in the air for Cavite bombing and everything?
They were bombing the heck out of Manila.
And
very definitely.
Very scary time with your mom, you think, or?
I'm sure it was with them. To me, it was just exciting. In fact, my grandmother, who was also totally fearless, and I stood out on the front porch and watched the bombing. And, and I was really excited because a hunk of shrapnel landed right at my feet. I thought, this is great.
Still vivid in your mind, seeing that even today, you think?
Yeah. In fact, I still have that piece of shrapnel.
Well, with those bombings, and because the Navy's taken out, the Air Force is taken out, do you remember anything of your parents all of a sudden being like, man, we are in it now? Because it's a stark reality that was faced them.
I'm sure they were. They really didn't. I don't remember, much discussion of it at the house.
Okay. So it was something they were trying to keep just a normal situation for you. No. Did you have brothers? Sisters?
No, I was
just you. Okay.
It was just me. And I don't remember them discussing it with my uncle even, who would have been more aware of what was happening, being at the High Commissioner's office.
Did you all stay in the city all the way through?
Yeah, we stayed in our house.
Okay.
And My grandmother was living with us at the time because she was 70, and so she was retired from teaching. So at the time she was living with us. And we stayed in our house. And my dad, of course, was running back and forth to the school trying to wind up school business to get...
Had your dad been stockpiling food or anything like that?
No, not
Okay.
really.
Okay.
He also went down and volunteered with the Army.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What, to clean the storehouses out, or
No,
what?
to go with the Army. A lot of the men did.
Did he go with them?
No, fortunately, because he was not young at that time either.
Mm-hmm.
My parents were older when they met and were married.
Right.
And he was supposed to come back the next day and actually, you know, be
Inducted or something. Yeah, right.
whatever. But that night was when the Army pulled out of the city.
Oh,
so he missed it by one day.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he would possibly survive.
Did your family, were they a witness to the Japanese coming into the city or anything like that? Or
well, we were sitting
after?
tight in the house because everybody was afraid to go out. We didn't know what to expect. We knew we had heard all the atrocity stories from China.
How about the phone? Is it off the hook with people calling? What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
It was. And my best friend's family lived right across the street from us, so we were kind of, you know, keeping close touch with them to see what was happening. And my grandmother was out running around on the street checking stuff out. And she had been over to the port area a bunch of times during the bombings.
Oh, really? For what?
And then she was getting supplies. She was taking to the military, to Sternberg Hospital and to the hospitals in town.
Yeah.
So she was out running around all over.
Was she a Red Cross?
No.
Just volunteering?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.